Hey you, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Cynthia and this is the place where I try to make braiding easy. Today I'm going to show you how to make an 18-inch bubblegum braid. And before we jump into the fun part, let's go over the supplies so you can craft right along with me. For this braid, you'll need a size number 9 ribbon that is a 1 3/8 width. You can see that there. I'm going to be using Reliance Ribbon Satin Supreme. It's a great ribbon for all kinds of braid, one of my favorites. This ribbon will need to be cut into 11-inch strips, and you'll need 18 pieces total, and that's for your 18-inch braid. So again, on your ruler, that's 11 inches, and you'll need 18 pieces total. For cutting your ribbon, you can use scissors and a ruler or a cutting mat to measure. But if you have an automatic tape cutter, you're all set because you won't need scissors or a ruler. It measures and cuts your pieces perfectly every time and saves you so much time. I highly recommend this product, especially if you're a mum maker or even if you make a few mums every season. This is invaluable. You'll also need a stapler, and that's really what's going to hold our braid together. And now for the optional items, not required but super helpful. I have a little paperweight to keep my ribbon from sliding around, and I also have a small tray to keep pieces organized and easy to grab while you work. Go ahead and gather your supplies and get your craft space ready, and when we come back, we're going to start building this beautiful bubblegum braid step by step. Let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is cut our ribbon into 11-inch strips. You can do that by your tape cutter, and on this tape cutter, which is kind of the same across the board, set your tape cutter to A291. A291 is for an 11-inch cut, and hit start. You can use the plus and minus to go up and down. Again, I have this set on A291. I'm going to do a single cut because I have most of the ribbon already cut. I'm going to check the consistency of that by putting it right on the 11-inch mark. And ladies and gentlemen, that is perfect. So I have already pre-cut some ribbon, and now we need to trifold these. So I'm going to move this braid out of the way. We'll start from scratch, and we need to trifold these. So you take one strip at a time, and what you're going to do is find the middle by bringing the two ends together. Give it a nice crease, okay? Make sure it's intentional. So we're going to do that with all of our ribbon really quick. Let's go ahead and find the middle and give a nice crease. Most of these I already have done, so I don't bore you. So let's get them all nice and creased. Love the tape cutter because it's so precise. But if you don't have that, like I hadn't had it for many years, a ruler does just fine. Okay, now that we have these creased in the middle, now let's trifold them. I'm going to bring them all together, and I'm just going to open them up, and I'm going to bring one in, and we're going to meet in the center and give it another crease. So we're going to be right in that center and give it a nice crease, very intentional, and do the same thing. Right into that crease. Okay, and then we'll just close that. And what I do with that paperweight, and remember, optional, I just kind of stick them down here so that I can get that nice crease going. And we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to open all these up, find the crease in the middle, and then just bring that up. Sometimes you can do this with your eyes closed, but I like all my cuts to be very nice and creased. So let's get the rest of these done. 11-inch strips. And I believe you need 18 pieces to make a true 18-inch bubblegum braid. 18-inch for a garter. Sometimes girls go for garters, so I love when that happens because you can really bring those garters to life. The guys are going big as well, so. All right, here's our last piece, and again, I've said that I've already pre-cut most of the pieces and trifolded them. Then I'll grab all my pieces here, put them all together, and I just give them a nice little crease back and forth. This works really nice, and you get a better looking braid when they're all creased super nicely. Put them in my little holding tray. It's so much easier than having them all over the place. So let's start in on our braid. I'm gonna grab 2 of my colors. They don't have to be alternating colors. They can be all pink and then all gray. They can be 2 pinks, 2 gray, whatever it is, up to you, whatever pattern. But for this tutorial, let's go alternating. So how you get started is you have the open side towards you, and you just feed one right into the other. I'll bring that up, and I'm going to close one side off by giving it a staple. So just make sure your edges are super secure and they're all the way to the edge. So I'm going to just bring that up a little bit. Okay, and how I'm going to secure that is by just throwing a staple right here on the edge. That's how you kind of lock in your braid to begin with. All right, so that is how we're gonna get started. So now all I'm gonna do is just do the same thing I did with this, no more staples. Now it's just locking them in. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a silver and then take this open side and put that in, okay? You'll notice when I do this braid, I kind of go back and forth, and I'll show you why. So that should go in a little easy. If it does not, no worries, just pull those out, straighten it up, and make sure it meets there. If it's looking like that, that's wrong. Make sure it comes all the way over. And this is where I turn, remember I said I turned it, so I just turn it to start here with my pink. Grab the pink and just feed that in. And don't worry about the tugging and pulling. It's gonna be nice and neat. All right, so I'm gonna give it a turn and grab a silver. I mean, I said they'd stay all together, but all right. Just feeding it through. And we're gonna do this, guys, all the way until we're done. I like to do braid checks in when I'm halfway done. So again, all I'm doing is feeding this through and just pulling it to the other side to where there's no more pink showing here. See? Turn it and let's get a gray. All I'm doing is feeding it in and pulling it through. I'll grab my ends. They're ornery sometimes, but you just work with them. They'll work for you. Okay. All right, let's grab that pink. I'm gonna just put a couple of pink on the table. Just feeding it through. On to the next. It goes really fast once you get going. So just while we're making this braid together, if you wanted a 36-inch braid, just double the count on your strips. So I think it comes out to 32 pieces for a 36-inch, okay? Let's keep going, just feeding one right. There's no staples, no glue, no nothing. And actually, you know, this bubblegum braid can go very far. It's very versatile. You can do different things with it. I've seen mum makers and designers do just some wonderful things with the braids that I consider a staple, which I do with this one. I use a lot, and I have a really fun, a lot of the girls that I made mums for didn't like boas, so I really took this braid, this one right here, as far as I could. And I'll show you that in a different video, but it's really, really beautiful. We're gonna keep going and get all our pieces in there. I may have overcut by one piece, so I'll do a piece count here in a second. Don't worry about all the crinkling or anything like that. It always works itself out. You don't need an iron or anything like that. Yeah, I think I overcut on the pink, but we shall see. And if I did, well, we're just gonna finish this out with pink. That's what we're gonna do. I see one silver in my in the distance there, so we'll use that piece. All right, looking good so far, guys. All right, kind of butchered that one up. So let's do a braid check real quick. Well, let's finish these 2 pieces and see where that takes us. Again, just feeding it through. You know, the reason why it's a little tautness when you want to go through is because I cut precisely at 11 inch and I don't want this braid very loose. So it's very nice and very fitted. I would like a tailored bubblegum braid. I don't like anything too loose. So let's get that silver. And it doesn't look like I have any more silver in my tray, so I may have undercut something. But I might end up with 2 pinks. Let's put one more pink in there and let's check, let's do a braid check and a piece count. Just fit it in there. Don't worry about it. Even if you have to go in there and scoot it out yourselves, nothing's going to happen. This is a little tough little biscuit. All right, guys. So here's we go. Here's your braid check. And so far, awesome. It looks super smooth and creased and flat. This is obviously one of our flat braids in the mum world. And let's do a piece count right quick. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 16 pieces. I did undercut on the silver, but that's okay. We're going to continue on with the pink. In my realistic world, I'll have another silver at this point and then another pink. But I undercut the pink and overcut, and undercut the gray and overcut the pink, but whatever. We'll have 2 pinks to finish off this braid. So altogether, like I said in the beginning, we'll have a total of 18 pieces to make an 18-inch garter braid. And it doesn't even have to be a garter braid. It could be like a stopped at 18 inches, put a bow on it, some little loops, and man, you have a whole new look. All right, so we're gonna stop there. That is 18 pieces. We're gonna give this a measurement. I finished everything in my tray. There's my ruler. Now let me take one out because I don't think I even need that one piece. The same way you put it in, you just take it out. I just kind of pull that back out. There you go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Oops, guys. So that's going to be 17 pieces, not 18, okay? So 17 pieces. So that is a true 18-inch from top to bottom. And that looks really good. I love it. Now you can leave this just like that. It's not going to come apart. But if you were going to hang this like on the inside of your mum, or you can just finish it off with a staple, which we'll do now. We'll finish that off with a staple. I sometimes love to hide my work, so I'll just go right under here. And I'll just leave it like that. I cut it a little close to it. That's okay. That looks fantastic. It looks so good. It's very versatile. And, you know, to finish this off, I have a little bow tutorial that was just a cutie patootie. You can finish it off kind of like that with your bling. Or you can bring in one of your cute satin bows. And you can just kind of stick that on the end there, however you want. And voila, that looks fantastic. So, guys, if you like hanging out and making easy braids, I'm going to doll this up on our next video. Until then, can you please hit like and subscribe? I would love to hear your feedback on a braid that you might want to see or how I can make things much easier. Bye for now.